they built their customer service chatbot with ChatGPT over the course of a weekend. In some cases, I think they're not even selling some products anymore. Hello and welcome back to Car Rental University. I am your host, Alex Withrow. Today we're going to talk about what is going on with LULA Insurance. There's some wild stuff out there. Before I get into that, click below, grab the 5 things you must do before starting a car rental business. That also comes with the Car Share Growth Guide, which lays out city by city, zip code by zip code, which car share platform is strongest in your area. Check it out, lots of great information. As always, give this channel a subscribe and a like, always appreciate that. LULA, I would say in the last year or so, has had a lot of issues. They obviously became very popular in the car share space, revolving around their ORP solution, their off-rental protection. That is basically an insurance plan that covers your car while it is just sitting in a lot, assuming that that car is only being used for Getaround and Turo. Basically, it covers the car during period 0 when it's just sitting, and then when it gets rented, it goes on to Getaround or Turo's insurance. They have suspended that for the time being. They also do have a commercial policy. There is a lot of confusion about the commercial policy. I've heard a lot of different people think that LULA's commercial policy covers them for rideshare drivers. It does not. It just covers when your car is being used for commercial purposes, whether it be driving to the bank for your business or whatever. I mean, like just that. It does not cover rideshare at all. So a couple things I want to say about LULA. Obviously, if you've worked with them before, they used to have a 2-car minimum for their policies. I believe it's up to 5 now. I've been hearing a lot of grumblings on the street with people having bad experiences with them. What's kind of funny about LULA is I've talked to LULA a good amount of times over the years, and they like to think of themselves as a tech company that works in insurance. Well, I've heard this before from Getaround just with car rental. The interesting thing is that if you have a policy with LULA, they are an insurance broker at best. Many times when you have on their policies, they really don't have a lot of say whether or not your claim gets fulfilled. I mean, they're just, like I said, they're a broker. But some interesting things have been going on with them. So at this point, they are looking to divest their insurance division to Nantucket Capital. So they're planning to sell that off. They were working with Oxford Risk Management and in terms of dealing with claims, but their loss ratio exceeded what was laid out within the contract they had with Oxford. And so they had to start paying out claims out of pocket. And that was obviously a problem for them. But what I can glean is that a lot of people have had claims declined. The Glassdoor reviews has them at a 27% positive review rate. And so obviously 3/4 of their customers are not happy with them. A former employee came out and said that they built their customer service chatbot with ChatGPT over the course of a weekend. They're kind of patching things together, it sounds like, over there. But so I would say really, like, at this point, I really wouldn't touch LULA. My insurance guys, who I trust very much, have all said, don't go near them right now. That's really what I would say about LULA. And frankly, I mean, it looks like they're getting out of the insurance business altogether. You know, we'll see what happens. But at this point, I wouldn't even try to touch them. Frankly, in some cases, I think they're not even selling some products anymore. So that's really the situation with LULA. But overall, this industry with insurance, especially the off-rental protection, there has been a great need for a product like that. Obviously, ABI has Period X that covers that period 0 coverage for when the car is just sitting before it's being used on a car share platform. The industry really needs like another major player in this space, but it's just very difficult. And a lot of insurance carriers, in my experience with my conversations with insurance carriers, they don't really understand car share that well yet. Frankly, they understand ride share a lot better than they do car share, which is interesting to me. But from what I have gleaned based on my conversations in this industry, when they look at the body of work of car share companies, they're looking more at Hyrecar and the mess that Hyrecar has created rather than a company like Turo, who has this much more better ironed out. As always, this industry is always evolving. It's still very relatively new. And what I would say to you is I'd probably just stick to ABI for now if you are looking for a off-rental protection coverage for a car that is only used for car share. If you are looking to insure a car for ride share, that's a whole other bag of worms. That's another video for another day. I have lots of videos about that on this channel. All that to say, drop your questions below. Would love to hear what you're thinking. Before I go, click below, grab the 5 things you must do before starting a car rental business. I will catch you in the next episode. Thank you.